Hello everybody, John here, and today onto the garage we're tackling a couple of the more mechanical problems that Olive exhibited on an epic drive back from Hastings, and starting with one that hurt most, which was how cold it was in the cabin. It wasn't just that they've got bad heaters, this was pumping cold air in from the front somewhere. So we're going to take the grill off and have a look what happens behind there. I know I've already improved the situation because all the pipe work for heating, in inverted commas, because there's not much in the way of heating in these, was badly fitted, loose, misfitted behind the dash. I've put a lot of that back together properly, to the extent that I would expect it to be much better now. Also, when I fitted the kickboard panels, the lever that the cable operates from the lever on the dashboard fouled on the old kickboards. So I've changed that by making a kickboard a slightly different shape. So I know that I've improved that situation. The pipe work that goes underneath the van from the rear and then rises up, the pipe is not positively connected to the riser behind the dashboard. That's something I've got to fix from underneath. And so this is the last part of the equation to have a little look at, is anything odd going on behind here. So let's whip off this grill and have a look. I know that Olive's had a complete new front end, so I know all of this has been disturbed. Who can tell what's gone on? Okay, so you've got the metal grill, and behind that you've got a black plastic mesh. And what I'm really interested to know is, do these close when I operate the controls inside the cab or not? They certainly don't move of their own accord, so I'm going to pop inside and use the fact I can see the screen on my camera as a way of working things out. It's going to be odd because you'll hear me as if I'm stood next to the camera. I've got a wireless Lavalier mic on. So we're working the flap, and yeah, it is opening and closing. Work the others onto board. So fully open, fully closed. Let's see what that looks like close up. Okay, so one is fully closed, the other is open about 1 centimetre at the bottom. So, might have to have a little look at that because they're out of sync, if nothing else. Interesting. It seems one of them, this side, is operated actively by a cable. The other one follows. So that should be connected to that, but it's a bit snug, let's call it. I think I'm going to undo these 2 screws and see what makes it tick. Don't like the feel of that. And now this just comes off. And there's just a flat drive in there to enable it to follow, and it's a bit worn. A seal in here, but it's completely dissolved. Just foam has turned to ash basically, so I think we're going to be resealing these. Again, here you can see where the foam has just dissolved, so they need to come off. And there's just a hook metal push rod and a spring, but the spring Oh, I see. It's not so much a spring as a weird ass circlip. So those two legs go in that groove and the spring pushes that. Okay, well that's a novel, never seen one of those before. Novel feature. And there we are. That will be why it's freezing cold inside the van. Not the lack of heat so much as it is pumping cold air in. So we're going to just use this old chisel to scrape off all the remnants of what I'm laughingly calling a seal. It hasn't been a seal for quite some years, I think. So that's the blade or screwdriver that is on the driven one of these panels that turns the other panel. That's a pivot, little nylon P-clip. So they're just going to get lubed. We're not doing a full restoration on this part. This is get it up and running. And that is a screwdriver slot that the driven one uses to turn the undriven one. Again, that needs some lube. That just pulls off. Two slots are at 90 degrees to each other. So if anything, that could do with twisting anti-clockwise, just a fraction, so that, let's put that on, if it was twisted anti-clockwise, it would be wrong, right, anti-clockwise, yeah, it'd be forced closed a little firmer. So I'm going to give that a tweak with a set of mole grips, and then we'll lube this and do something about the seal. There we are, just a fraction. Let's see how that affects things. So I've got this good stuff, Parkside rubber draft seal roll. It's nice stuff because you can use it as a double or a single by splitting it. It's very soft. It's not foam as in the expanded foam you sometimes see for door seals. It's got the feel of a rubber, quite smooth, very flexible, and it's going to last quite a long while. Also, it sticks well. So looking at this, I think we're just going to apply a single bead. So tear that down of the Parkside draft excluder. We'll try and do a single loop, so basically in one. So going to get past, it'll get past at the bottom where the hinge is not. So we'll do the join at the top. really good sticky stuff, this. I've not gotten overboard on cleaning this up, I just dusted it because the coarse finish has obviously given me a good key. Almost looks like it's been iced with chocolate. Just the effect of this profile, plus just how soft it is. There we are. See what I mean about the ripples in the corner? But it's really soft. So that's going to be fine. It does look and feel like it's iced. As you can see, really soft. Excellent. And get this little screwdriver arrangement to work. Got one there. Got both of the clips on upside down. All the way up. So, both installed. Are they synchronized? Closed. That one's still trailing by quite a way. So I'm going to take that one off again. I'm going to start by rotating this little screwdriver thing through 90. See if that makes any difference. And that's pretty good. Using some Demon Clean, good for plastics. Get the grime off this. And then we'll use a little bit of Autoglym Vinyl and Rubber Care, which tends to leave a nice black sheen. These are delicate plastics, so you don't want to overwork these. They're quite old.